Hi, this is Kate from Izzalicious Designs, and today I'm going to do a video on how to do the little skirt, the detachable skirt for our little standing up, dress up princess dolls. So we're going to have an option of using a standard loom or using the monster tail. So this video is going to be using the standard loom. What you're going to do is take your loom and remove that middle column of pegs. Okay, you're then going to use your Rainbow Loom hook and you're going to take this part off the big base, and that's going to stay off. You've now got two columns. You're going to take one off and turn it around. Okay, so you have one column with the arrows that way and the other with the arrow the other way. Okay, one arrow that way, one arrow that way. Alright, and what we're going to do, this is going to be similar to this. As you can see, it's a bit wider, so the bands do have to stretch further across than they would here, but it's easier than if they were this close, where you can't actually squidge the dress down the middle. So this is how we're going to be working with it. When you're starting, we need 8 pegs. This little one has 8 pegs on it, so we're only going to use 8 here. You're going to take single bands and you're going to place one on one side on one peg, twist it into a figure 8 and place the other on the other side like that. Okay, so place one side on one peg and twist it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So you go down the 3 there. Twist it. 5. So you're coming across. 6, 7, and 8. Now it is only that first layer that you figure 8 with a twist. The other ones are just placed quite normally. So we're going to get our next layer, and it's going to be a light blue. We're going to do Cinderella's dress, and you just place it from one peg to the next. Oops. Like that. Push everything down. We're on our third layer. And you want to try and make sure that these layers do not get muddled up. You want them to be in the right order that you place them, especially when you're using the same colour. So we've got 3 layers, okay? And what you're going to do, I use the Rainbow Loom hook because it's actually got quite a deep hook on it. You're going to dig down and grab the 2 bottom bands. Now in this case it's white, and lift them over. 2 bottom bands, lift over. And turn your loom around and make sure you get the 2 bottom bands and loom over. Now this is something that Justin's Toys was the creator of, I believe. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it's the hexafish. I'm not a bracelet maker. So we've done the white, we've pulled the white all over. Now we're going to do another layer of blue, and it's all going to be blue from now on. Every layer is going to be blue, and you need 16 layers. Well, this is layer number 4. I would advise doing a little piece of paper on the side somewhere and keeping a tally of what number you're on. This is number 4. If you're like me with a memory like a sieve. Oops. So grab again the 2 bottom bands and loom them up, and make sure it's just the 2. You don't want to loom more than 2. That's more than 2. There we go. Push everything down. Now we're going to do layer number 5. Jot down that that's number 5, and again just take the 2 bottom bands and loom up. So now let's do number 6. And the 2 bottom everything down. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. Oops, 2 bands there. Number 10. So 6 more to do. 11. 13, 14, do 15, and then our last layer will be 16. Bet you're all breathing a sigh of relief. Now we're going to go round again and take off the next two so that you're only left with 2 on each peg. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to smack into the camera. So now we only have 2 bands on each peg. What we're going to do is take these off the loom and keep them on another hook. Okay, so you have them all on your hook like this, and we're going to thread these onto, now I'm going to use clear bands, 2 clear bands, and what I'm going to do is take 2 I know it's tricky to see because they're clear. And I'm going to tie a knot like that, and I'm going to thread the sparkly blue bands through. And I'm going to tie this off. So take both clear bands onto the hook, lift the one nearest to you up, over and off, and I'm going to do a little slip knot of sorts. So I'm going to go under, grab my band, and as you know I'm absolutely useless at knots, so do a knot any way you can. There we go. Pull that off and tie that in a knot. So this is the skirt, and as you can see it's a different shape really than the ones that come off the monster tail. They're sort of a bit flatter. This is one that was done on the monster tail, and this is one that's done on the loom. But once you actually put them on your spoon to place your figure on them, they kind of stretch out quite nicely into the right shape. So there you go, that is how you do a skirt on the Rainbow Loom, and you already know how to do a skirt on the monster tail because we've covered that in our other tutorials. Look forward to seeing you make yours.